guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. So for today's video, I am so excited because I have been waiting on this for a hot minute, but my Glamlite Friday the 13th collection finally arrived. I'm so excited. So you guys want to see what this collection is all about. Is it actually worth it, and what type of look I create? Well, then definitely keep watching. Alrighty guys, so first off, I want to thank Glamlite so much for sending me this collection. I am so beyond excited to play this collection. You guys, one, know I love Glamlite. They're one of my absolute favorite brands. And two, you guys know that I love Halloween and I love horror. So to have the two combined, gets me so freaking excited. So we're going to go ahead and dive straight on into this collection. As you guys can see, I kind of have my makeup done. I want to switch things up. I want to try something a little different. I never do my eyeshadow after I've done my makeup, but I wanted to switch it up and try that today. So that's what we're going to do. Now, the only thing that my collection did not include is the Lynn Tackler makeup bag. I did not get that in PR, nor did I get the candle, but honestly, that's okay because I'm buying it. I went ahead and I purchased it this morning when I saw that I got my collection come in and it didn't have it in there. And I was like, oh, no biggie. And I went ahead and purchased it. So whenever it gets here, I'll let you guys know. But I wanted to buy it because one, I want to support Glamlite. But two, I also want to have everything Glamlite. I own everything Glamlite. And, you know, the hoarder in me is like, I need it. So I got it. So with that said, let's go ahead and dive straight on into the Friday the 13th collection. Alrighty guys, so up first, this collection is going to include the Friday the 13th. This is the mask mirror right here. And if you guys don't know, Glamlite has been doing mirrors recently. They did a Chucky mirror, they did a Ghostface mirror, and now they're doing a Jason mirror right here. And I have to say, I really do like the shape of this mirror. This is heavy. This has a nice little texture to it. And honestly, this is so... Wow, this fits my face. This literally fits my face right here. Can you guys believe that? This literally is my face. So this is my Halloween mask. I got my Halloween outfit now. Woo! So yeah, I actually really do love the mirrors. I love how like nice and big size they are. It's a collectible item. I really do appreciate that. So I'm really glad they sent that over. I'm super excited about that one. Next, they rolled out with pair of lashes. So these are the Camp Counselor lashes. And I'm not gonna lie, at first I saw these, I thought they're gonna be like, you know, everyday wearing lashes. And no, they're very dramatic, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but they do have a red flare at the end. And for someone like me, I love very dramatic lashes for eyeshadow looks, but realistically every day, I do like to have a little bit more smaller lashes. So these are the type of lashes that I generally would put on to do a look like today, or I'm doing something very dramatic, especially because there's a little bit of red in it. I'm not sure how much use I would get out of these lashes, but I have played with Glamlite's lashes before. My favorite is the one that they did. I think it's called Haunted, that they did with the first Scooby-Doo collection. Oh my god, I loved those lashes, and Michaela's lashes. Michaela did freaking amazing lashes with Glamlite. I really enjoyed those ones too. So I'm really excited to play with these. Next, we do have Glamlite. This is the Friday the 13th. This is the Jason brush set. So we're going to have 4 brushes in here. And it says blend for your life using the everyday tools needed for this this killer glam, inspired by the chilling tools Jason used throughout the iconic F13 films. Designed by professional makeup artists, these tools allow for perfect shadow placements and blend for all eye shapes. Now, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm not the biggest fan of Glamlite's eye brushes. I have definitely played with a few of these. I know Michaela had some with hers. I don't know, they're not my favorite. There's something about them that I just feel like the bristles aren't as like soft as I want them to be, and I just find that I have a more difficult time blending with these because the bristles are a little bit more dense, a little bit more harsh. I like more soft blending brushes, but I will say I do love the design of this. I think it's super pretty. These are not the shape I usually go for blending, so I think these are the ones. The only thing I'm not going to be trying today is these brushes, just because I generally do want to save these for myself as a collector piece. So I'm not gonna use these ones. Okay guys, so up next we do have the star of the show. This is the Friday the 13th. This is the Camp Crystal Lake 15 color palette. Now this says dive into the lake of the horror with the Friday the 13th X Glamlite Camp Crystal Lake palette, filled with 15 ultra pigmented mattes and shimmery shades inspired by the iconic summer camp everyone fears. I love the outside packaging. This is shaped like a VHS. This is supposed to be like a VHS inspired because Friday the 13th had come out so long ago. Yes, they've done tons of remakes, but it definitely is a classic horror film. And I absolutely do love the little VHS feel. Open it from the bottom and actually opens up like this. And you see the little VHS tape. Like, come on. That is so freaking cool. I absolutely do love that. And then you do have the Friday the 13th Camp Crystal Lake right here. I love how it's lenticular motion. So it does shift between the two different designs on that front palette. I love that Glamlite does that. It just adds such a unique touch. And I feel like they really do hit the nail on the coffin when they do their designing. They truly do the best designs I've ever seen any makeup company do. So here's the Friday the 13th Camp Crystal Lake palette right here. And when you open the inside, oh my gosh, this is actually a really, really pretty color story. Like, this is such a pretty color story. I love that it has the Jason mask. I love that it says Friday the 13th with the blood dripping down along with those beautiful shadows right here. Now, typically, whenever I play with any of Glamlite's formula, I'm very particular about their shimmers because they have such soft shimmers that truly just blend out effortlessly, that are creamy and buttery. When I swatch these actually feel a little bit hard. And I'm kind of surprised because they usually have very soft shimmers. These feel almost a little bit like they're hard pan. I know they're not because I had a great time swatching them. They swatch beautifully, but they just don't feel as creamy and buttery as I'm used to when it comes to Glamlite's formula. These feel just a little bit more hard, more dense compared to other palettes that I have from Glamlite. So I was a little thrown off by that because I generally was expecting to have a really soft shimmer, and I did not. But the mattes were super, super pigmented. Now, I will say there's definitely quite a bit of shimmers in here, and these two shades right here that's called New Blood and Camp Blood, they actually are very similar. When I swatch them, they looked very similar. The only thing is that this one's just a little bit deeper than this shade right here, and I just found that to be just a little off-putting because I wish they weren't as similar in shades, but they are pretty nonetheless. And there's also not really any light transition shade in here either, so you do have just more of those deeper tones. But to me, I do love it because it does fit the theme of Friday the 13th. It's super grungy, it's like super swamp-esque, and I feel like they really nailed it with that color story. So I also love how they did the layout. I think they did the layout so nicely because I feel like as someone who is still kind of intimidated with color, I feel like they laid it out very nicely. You can just kind of go down the row to create a really beautiful cohesive look. They made it so easy just to use these three shadows down in one row. I really, really love how that layout is because it's so easy to create a very cohesive look. I'm actually really excited to play with this because you guys know I love a good grungy smoky eyeshadow palette, and this is definitely hitting that mark. Next, we do have Friday the 13th. This is the Welcome to Camp Crystal Lake Jason Lives highlighter right here. Now, this says slay your makeup routine with this unlucky day with the iridescent shifting highlighter made with a soft focus formula designed to highlight and smooth the appearance on the skin. Now, again, it does have that nice little lenticular shift right there. Freaking love that. And then you open the color story and then you open the inside. This is a beautiful size highlighter. Very beautiful. It has a nice thick packaging right there. Really nice. You do see that blue iridescent shift when playing with this. I definitely can see myself using this as an eyeshadow topper, as a highlighter, but I could also use this as like a lip topper as well. If I really want to like add little extra stuff to my lips, I could definitely see myself using this. I really, really do love Glamlite's highlighter formula. It is phenomenal. Super nice. And lastly, this collection does offer a little lip kit right here. This is the Friday the 13th No Place to Hide lip kit. So we are going to have a lip liner and a lipstick in this collection. Now, I have actually been very vocal about how I feel about Glamlite's lip products. I absolutely love their lip liners. Like their Hershey Kisses Cookies and Cream lip liner right here is so freaking good. It is so buttery and creamy. A complete perfect dupe of the Jaclyn Cosmetics Bourbon Lip Liner. I have been using this nonstop. I cannot get enough of this. I wish they would just sell this separately so I could buy more because I really do love the formula. I will say this is a different formula. This is a pencil formula. I do like their cream gel formula a little bit more. This is going to be a pencil formula. I absolutely do love the color of this. This is a beautiful, like almost like a deep red. Very easy to work with. I can see myself using this as an everyday red lip liner. I love the packaging on this. I love how easy it was to glide on the lips. I did not have any trouble with this whatsoever. Super, super creamy. And then we do have this lipstick. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the lipstick is not my favorite color. This is more of like a orangey brown lip color, and for me, just the way that it looks, it's just not my favorite. This is like a lip combo I generally would never wear because it just pulls too orangey on me, and I like a more red undertone than an orange undertone. It's not supposed to be red, but it's like a nudie orange, and I guess I kind of wish it was a little bit more nudie or a little bit more red. Personally, I'm just not the fan of the color, but I will say it's super, super comfortable on lips. I don't feel it sitting here. It's dried down very nicely. No stickiness, doesn't have a smell. It's a pretty color. I just don't think it's really pretty on me. So with that said, guys, we're going to go ahead and zoom right in. I'm so excited to play with this palette and give you guys my thoughts on this collection and to try something a little different and try something just a little different. Okay, so it's like so weird to have my makeup kind of done. I don't have like any blush, setting powder, or bronzer or anything done. I just have like the basics done so far because I'm still not really comfortable with like doing my eyeshadow last. I'm normally doing that always first because I do mess up a lot. So we're gonna go into this palette. I feel like a lot of people probably played with like the blues and the reds. You guys know I don't like reds. I just don't think they look flattering on me. I find them to be really intimidating to work with. So I'm actually gonna kind of stick more to like this side right here. This is more like swampy vibes, which I'm just absolutely living for. So we're actually gonna go into this shade right here, and we're actually just going to lay this down in our crease area. As you guys know, I was invited to the Glamlite party, and the team at Glamlite was so freaking kind. They were gonna take care of me, my best friend, but unfortunately she had an emergency, so we were unable to go. I still just wanted to like take a moment to thank Giselle and the team at Glamlite for being so unbelievably sweet and kind and understanding and just so accommodating. I just will never forget how super sweet they are. I absolutely love this brand. You know, Giselle took a chance on me when I first got back into YouTube, which I want to say was in 2018, maybe 2019. Giselle took a chance on me, gave me an affiliate code, and this is like when the burger palette had just recently launched along with like the first like Glamlite mystery boxes. Oh my god, I was obsessed with the Glamlite mystery boxes. I really wish that they would bring those boxes back. I would buy them every single time. They were so worth it. Or they had their little foodie boxes. Does anyone remember Glamlite's foodie boxes? Those were so iconic. I lived for the foodie boxes. That's when I would like go and treat myself and go get like a chocolate donut or like a strawberry donut. I absolutely loved the foodie boxes, and I wish you would bring those back. Those were so fun. But I feel like Glamlite has definitely grown so much over the last couple years. I think TikTok really put Glamlite on the market, and I'm so freaking proud of this brand and how far they've come. Take a shade called Camp Counselor right here, and we're going to put that right on top of where we just put down that shade, the first shade. We're just going to lightly blend up here. This is kind of when I wish they did have like a lighter shade in this palette that I could work with, so I can use to blend and make shadows blend a bit more seamlessly. And I get why they don't, but I just wish there was like a lighter shade in here to work with, just a little bit. Sort of just pack this shade right here. I'm just gonna lightly just kind of tap that in. There's definitely some fallout on the face, but it's not too bad, not at all, which I'm actually kind of relieved because I was like, oh god, please don't have a lot of fallout, because that's why I didn't want to set my face yet with powder, because I was like, you know, I know me. I still have to kind of like cut this to fix it, but we're trying something new here to you know, dipping our toes into something new. Okay, then I'm gonna go into a shade called Summer Camp right next to that. I feel like this is such a beautiful shade. Gosh, guys, I meant to ask you. So I don't really watch like Shane Dawson or anything like that, but I saw people talking about it on TikTok because I guess Shane Dawson did a video recently where he exposed like makeup companies, and he didn't say TJ Maxx, but it's pretty obvious that it's like TJ Maxx was reselling like used makeup. Like I saw on a video, because someone like captured and put on TikTok, where like he scratched apart like a makeup palette, and then like he put a star on the inside of the palette, then returned it, and then saw on the shelf the next day at this makeup company. Like he never said TJ Maxx, he couldn't legally say it, but y'all, I was floored. Like, ew, that's so gross. See, first off, I always struggle to find makeup at TJ Maxx because of the fact that my location is just so busy because I live right next to Disney, so there's just a lot of tourists there. So there's never any makeup on the shelves. But secondly, to find out that like there's a very good chance that it's returned or used makeup, it just makes me so gross, because I've definitely done like TJ Maxx hauls before. I bought makeup at TJ Maxx, I put it on my face, and I try to buy packages that have not been opened or used. Like I always check everything. But like the fact that it could have been something like that you return, because when I used to work at Ulta, I remember when I used to work at Ulta, we would take returns. Obviously, we would take returns. And the way that we would do is if we had a return, we would destroy the makeup palette. Like we would have to destroy it, and I would feel so bad destroying like a good piece of makeup, but like obviously someone returned it, and it's just kind of gross to sell used makeup. It was just kind of gross to sell something that someone used. Although my favorite was like when they would come to the store. Okay, I obviously stained right here on my face. They come to the store and they use the whole product, and then they wouldn't return it. I'm like, you used... Oh man, I'm like, you used everything. You can't just come in here wanting to return something that you used. Anyway, we would have to destroy everything. Well, I saw on the TikTok that they're selling like used makeup, and I'm just floored. How is this a thing? How is this allowed? Like, now that is laid down, we're actually gonna go into the shade called Jason Lives, like the silver shade. I feel like that'd be really, really, really pretty. I just kind of want to go for like a grungy green look, because I feel like that'd be such a nice look to go with this collection. Because every time I think of Jason, I do think of like Crystal Lake, Camp Crystal Lake, and I also think of just like the swamp and the waters and the muddiness, and this is just what it reminds me of so much. Okay, then I'm gonna take the shade called F13, this beautiful like black shade right here, and we're actually going to line my upper waterline with that so I can blend it with the false lashes. Just gonna take this, I'm just gonna start to stamp this right here, and I think for underneath, I think we'll go in for blue underneath, so I try to use as much of this palette as I can. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw on the lashes, do the other eye off camera, come back to do the highlighter together and finish off the look. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, so now that the lashes are on, eyes are done, I will say, even though these are really big dramatic lashes, honestly, they feel so lightweight. I don't even really feel them on my lash, like at all. I just wish I didn't have the red at the end. I'm not the biggest fan of that, but these are super, super, super comfy. So I really do enjoy that. So we're gonna go back into the palette. I'm actually gonna go into the shade called You're Doomed. And we're actually gonna use this to put underneath our waterline today. So this is super, super pretty. I have to say, I really am enjoying this collection. I think Glamlite did a really good job. They always do such a good job when it comes to their collaborations. Like, they seriously just know how to do a collab. And it just makes it so difficult for me to enjoy other brands whenever they do collabs, because it's just, I don't know, it's not the same. It's not the same. I'm gonna go into the shade called Masked right here to blend that out. But I just feel like Glamlite just really knows how to do a collab. So when other brands try, it's like, aw, you tried, but it's just, I don't know, it's not the same. I just really love how Glamlite does theirs. Okay, so to finish this look off, we're gonna go into the Friday the 13th highlighter right here. Now, like I said, this does have a blue shift to it. I just love, love, love Glamlite's highlighter. It's so freaking good. Let's lay this down. Now, a lot of times their highlighters can be really, really glittery. I feel like this one is not as much glittery, which is really nice because it's more subtle. And it just gives you like a beautiful like little glow from within and not like an overwhelming glitter effect. Even though I really do love their glitter highlighters, there's something about this that I just feel like it's really nice. It's really nice. Actually, I'm going to use this for my inner corner and brow bone today because I really like how this looks. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, because I don't just like always wearing a lipstick, I do love to have a gloss. And while this is like pretty comfortable, I feel like I just want to spice up this look just a little bit. So I'm actually going to go into the Glamlite X Michaela lip gloss. This has a green shift to it. And I just feel like this is really, really, really going to enhance this look. I love that green shit. I feel like that green shift just really kind of complements this for sure. Like, just adds an extra oomph. Like, look at that. Now that is what I'm talking about. All right, guys, and that is the final look. So what do we think? Honestly, I absolutely love how this eye look turned out. It is so pretty. It's so smoky. It's a little grungy, and it just kind of really fits the theme of like a swampish. It really just kind of fits the theme of Jason with it being like swampy and grungy. And oh my God, I just absolutely love this eye look. I think it came out really, really good. So we're just going to quickly go over everything. So first we have the Camp Crystal Lake palette right here. First off, I love the lentacular shift on this. So freaking beautiful. I absolutely do love the color story in this palette. I love that it's grungy. I love that it's like swampy. I think it actually does fit the theme for Jason. And I will say, even though I wasn't really impressed with how the shimmers swatched, like they felt a little hard compared to their other palettes, it actually laid down really beautifully. It laid down so beautifully. There's no flaking at all, but there definitely is some fallout with the matte shades, but that's because they're super, super pigmented. So honestly, next time I go about doing a review like this, I would probably just do my eye makeup first, just because there's like glitter and my foundation's kind of messed up, but it is what it is. Like, I knew what I was doing, but I will say, I think they really hit the nail on the coffin with this. This is probably my favorite out of the three between Chucky, Ghostface, and Jason. This is probably my favorite so far because I just love the green grunginess in this palette. Super freaking beautiful. Then we do have the highlighter. I actually really do love this highlighter. It does have a little bit of a blue shift to it, but it's one of those highlighters that it's not boom in your face, but just gives you like a nice glow. like a nice little glisten, and it just makes it so easy to use this as like an inner corner highlight, brow bone highlight, a highlighter that you just want to wear every day. This is super freaking beautiful. Wet like, it's not too overwhelming with like the glitter and everything, so you're gonna have an easy time working with this. I think they did a beautiful job with this, and I still love the Lentacular feel. Then we do have the lip kit right here. I love the lip liner. I think the lip liner is something I'm definitely gonna see myself using again. I think it's a really, really pretty, along with the lipstick. I will say I do like their formula, but I just didn't really care for the color story itself. I kind of wish it was just more of a redder undertone to it, or more neutral, but because it was like an orangey shift, it was just, because I like a bit of an orange tint to it, it just wasn't my favorite. But I definitely think by adding the Michaela gloss on top, I really was able to pull together, and I love the way this combo looks. I just wasn't really a fan of it by itself, but I did enjoy the formula, but just not the fan of the color shade. Do you have the mirror? Oh my god, I love the mirror. It's as big as my face. I absolutely love the mirror. I think they did such a good job with this. I love Glamlite's mirrors. They're so nice and heavy, and they're just going to be a great collector piece in your makeup collection. If you are a huge collector like myself, I think you're really, really going to enjoy this, along with the eye brushes. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of their eye brushes. I just feel like the bristle is a little bit too hard for me. I like more softer brushes than dense brushes, but I will say this is going to be great like collector's items for myself, because I do love to collect everything Glamlite, so this is really exciting. Super cute, just definitely not my favorite. And then we also have the lashes right here. Honestly, I wasn't really sure how I was going to feel about the lashes, but they are so freaking comfortable. They are so freaking comfortable. I'm actually quite impressed with how comfortable they are. I would take away the red. It should have been like blue. Maybe it should have been green. I guess I can see red, but I feel like red would be more kind of Freddy than anything, in my opinion, than it would be Jason. I just feel like the red just kind of throws it off just a tad. I will say they're super, super comfortable. So the only thing I don't have, like I said, is the candle or the bag, but I did purchase that myself, and you guys can actually buy the entire collection right now for $140. You guys can use code AllieD, which will save you guys 15% off anything from Glamlite, and I'm really impressed with this collection. I think they did such a good job. Glamlite kills it every time when they do their collabs. I'm so excited to see how they're going to do the Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm pretty sure they're going to do a fantastic job, because they have not let me down yet. But yeah, I really love this collection. I think they did beautiful. So Glamlite, thank you so much for sending this my way, and thank you so much for just being so kind to me in general. I really do love you guys. And yeah, that is it for today's video, guys. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already. So I do post almost every single day in the month of Vlogoween. And I realized I forgot to do that intro. I'm so sorry. And to my amazing Patreon members, thank you guys so much for everything. You guys know how much I love you. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the very next video.